Welcome back everyone. Today we are learning for loops part 2. So as previously discussed, I showed you two commands of for loops, but these were only two. I'm going to show you more types of for loops, and let's get started to our Jupyter notebook. So here we have a Jupyter notebook, and so first command, if you want to print only even numbers with two variables, so I will show you more than one variable in for loops. Say 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So basically this is called tuple unpacking. That means some pair of tuples in the list. And the final list 7 and 8. So now if I run that, it's gonna save that. So let's first check the length of it before just iterating through it. So if we separate len my list, it's gonna say 4 because it says 4 pairs. It's not gonna say 8 elements because it's a pair. So let's not try to iterate through it. So first, if we say A and B, let's choose C and D, but we'll choose C and D in my list, and let's say print C. So if we run that, it's gonna say 1, 3, 5, 7. And if we say 4, D, let's try to print that here, D, gonna say 2, 4, 6 and 8. Let's try to triple elements in a pair. So we're just gonna get 2 elements in it. If we say my list is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, and let's say 7, 8, 9. So if we run that, it's going to save it. And if you again check the length of my list, it's going to say 3 because 3 pairs. It's no matter how much characters it has. It says 3 if each pair has 100 or anything characters. So if we say 4, C, D, E. So I have access to the three variables in my list. So now colon and let's say print A. Print that, it's gonna say 7, 7, 7. Let's say C. It's gonna say 1, 4, 7. If we say B, it's gonna say 8, 8. Let's say D. Let's run that. It's gonna say 2, 4, 8, and let's say print E. It's gonna say 3, 6, 9. So that's how tuple unpacking works. But so I'm gonna check another command called this uneven numbers in it, like that. Run that, and okay, let's first delete all the cells. Okay, let's try to iterate through it now. A and B. Okay, so we are taking A and B only now. But 3 elements in it. My list. So now if I run print A, it's gonna give an error because it's already uneven. It says too many values to unpack. So we can just say uneven numbers in list. But if we say that again, just run that again, it works. So basically, you keep a fixed value in each pair, otherwise it will give an error. It will not work. So is how tuple unpacking. But till now I showed you only iterating with lists. Let's now try with tuples. So if you say my tube, let's say my tube, and let's say remember to give braces instead of square brackets. Let's say 1, 2, 3. And if we say for, let's say num into, tuple, and says print num, it works. So sometimes it can happen this thing. So for that you need to say tuple for that. Sometimes it doesn't work, and if we sometimes forgot to change that, and let's say 1, 2, 3, it's gonna work. So that's tuples. Looping with tuples works. Let's start with dictionaries. Let's say K1 colon 1 comma K2 colon 2 and K3 K3 colon 3. So we created a dictionary in it as usual. So if we try to print for, let's say dict item in D. So now if I say print dict item, it's going to say K1, K2 and K3. So if it iterate to dictionaries, it's going to only say K1, K2 and K3. So if you want to print only the the numbers, we are saying A and B in D. Let's now first up that, because let's say enter, and oops, it's not inside the loop. If we say print A K, so we need to add one more letter, I think C. If you run that, it's not gonna still save. So if we say print B, it's gonna say 1, 2, 3. So that's how we can iterate to dictionaries. So that is how for loops. And thanks for watching, and we will meet at the next lecture.